I'm Caitlin Woods, and this is Computer Literacy Project number 2. The first chapter, I'll be starting with is Chapter 8. This is app development. Development is the process of creating apps from the idea stage. The programmer is the person who creates the app code, and a systems analyst designs and develops an information system. There could also be project managers, designers, programmers, testers, and the IT department. Software development life cycle. The software development life cycle is the set of activities required to build a program. Planning is the initial phase where you review and approve the request and form a team. Analysis, you conduct investigation with a feasible study, detailed analysis, and create systems proposal. Design, you acquire necessary hardware and tools, and you create a prototype. Implementation is the development of the app, install and testing it, training users and converting it to a new system if needed. Support and security or app maintenance, monitoring performance, testing, and quality assurance. App development programming tools, um, the source code editor, the text editor, designed for programming, a debugger tests sensors and sections of codes. A compiler converts source programs into machine language before executing. An interpreter translates and executes code one statement at a time. Integrated development environment is the application that provides multiple programming tools. Examples of this are Microsoft Studio. Code repository is a web-based tool used to archive and host secure code. It's often used by open source projects. Chapter 9 is web development. Website technologies include hypertext markup language, which is just a collection of symbols that specifies the context of the web page. The cascading style sheet specifies the format. JavaScript is a language for writing scripts to control a web page. Web addresses are the unique address on the internet where the web page is, and when a web address is typed into the address browser or the address bar, the browser requests the page, and it brings you to the website. Website analytics. Site organization is data that can be used to reorganize information and content. Site performance, where data can be used to determine when to increase bandwidth. Traffic sources identifies how visitors find your site to determine where to spend your marketing. And site design is where data shows where visitors stay on the site and what visitors um, to help inform your design. Website structure, you have the banner for website images. It's a graphic that identifies the website, and most websites can display those types of images there. Chapter 10 is networking. A network operates with a system of 2 or more devices linked by wires, cables, wireless signals. Networks require hardware and software, and some networks provide connections to the internet. Network elements, you have the nodes, the network switch, and the routers. Network types, you have a wired network which sends signals, wireless network which sends signals without wires. You have the intranet, which is a private network used by authorized people, an extranet, which allows outsiders, and a virtual private network, which is a private secure path. Wireless network safety. Here are some tips just to change your password, to view the number of devices, to change the wireless name, enable encryption, regularly change the network key, and choosing a secure location for the router. Chapter 11 is digital communication, which is the transmittal of data, instructions, and information from one computer device or another. This is often through the internet, which includes electronic messages, online conferences, and social media. Digital communication, there's netiquette, which is the rules of the internet, the etiquette that you should use while using that, and types of digital communication include email, blogs, wikis, electronic messages, podcasts, and video chats. Positive versus negative effects of social networking. Positive, you can make social connections, you can grow your career, you have business networking. Negative, you can lose your privacy with oversharing. You can be exposed to illegal or criminal activities, and there can be a loss of information with your digital footprint. Chapter 12 is digital transformation, which is the integration of digital technologies enabled by emerging technologies. Cloud computing refers to providing and using technology tools via the internet. There is the private cloud and the public cloud. There's also AI, and it uses logic and prior experiences to simulate human intelligence. There are multiple examples such as the chatbot, a digital assistant, an NLP, social media, Google Maps, email providers. Chapter 13 is databases. The importance of databases. A database allows you to efficiently do the following with data. So you can collect, access, and retrieve to create reports. Data is the lifeblood of most organizations, and databases organize data and make it accessible as well as keeping it safe. Database advantages include data relationships, data updates, data validation, data quantity, and data sharing. And big data characteristics include volume, which is the amount of data stored, variety, which is the different formats and fonts, velocity, which is the fact date, value, the helpfulness of the data, and veracity, which is how accurately data reflects reality. Chapter 14 is digital ethics and lifestyle. Digital ethics is the set of legal and moral guidelines that govern the use of technology. Digital citizens are responsible for educating themselves about this. Digital literacy and citizenship. Digital literacy is having current knowledge and understanding of technology and the ability to use it, and digital citizenship is the ethical, legal, and productive use of technology. And a digital wellness plan, there are some harmful physical things that can happen when using too much of the internet. Text neck, which is tightness in your neck due to looking down at your device, and eye strain, which can consist of itchy, sore, dry eyes, or headaches from looking at your screen for too long. To reduce these harmful physical effects, make sure to take hourly breaks, correct your posture, don't text and walk, stand at your desk if needed, and to resist being sedentary.